We have to do this every week, Scully, because I do it wrong. So we're live anyway. We're live at the Age of Bell. The legend is here. We're in the way of the stewards. They're trying to tidy up. Salford through to the next round of the playoffs. They have won 22 points to nil against the Castleford Tigers. As the steward just tries to get past us there. Hope didn't get in the way too much. 22-0 Salford. Full value legend for that win. Cast not good enough, but let's not take anything away from Salford. They started quick and fully deserved the win.
Fully deserved, and I say when you look at the performance for the full 80 minutes, certainly in that first half, Castleford, just a couple of mistakes, a little bit of indiscipline, but you keep inviting a quality side into your own half, into your own 22, you're going to get punished, and that's exactly what Salford did. And all right, that second try maybe a little bit dubious from there. Dan O'Pal will be asking questions from there, but still, Salford took the opportunities when they came from there. And I say when you got the best man in the league so far at this moment in time, I say Jackson Hastings, you are going to get punished.
You are indeed. How fitting was it that he got the game deciding try in the second half?
Well, it just justifies, doesn't it? Because Salford in that second half, they were just a little bit too conservative with maybe had they put the cue on the rack and they knew they had the game, because Castleford wasn't throwing anything at them, were they? If I'm honest with you, the forwards at Castleford got themselves in good field position, but the halfbacks themselves in Truman and Metalti are just literally clueless. Max Shane didn't have his best game, certainly, in an attacking option point of view from there. But yeah, Jackson Hastings, only a couple of times they got into Castleford's 22, but when they did, they punished Cass, and the best player on the field certainly deserved to get the last try.
What do you make of Salford? I mean, look, we've been writing them off forever, it seems, done it this season, and yet they still keep winning. 80 minutes away from a grand final. I mean, just put that into how would you describe that? This team being 80 minutes away from Old Trafford.
Well, to be honest with you, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous if I'm honest with you from there, because before the season started we was all saying, well, they're going to be in the bottom four, they're going to be challenging for the bottom there with the London Broncos. But when you look at this Salford side, it's a side where nobody else wanted. All these players, everybody rejected them from there, so you've got to give massive credit to the players themselves, from the attitude what they show week in and week out, the desire to put that jersey on week in and week out, the desire to do the job what they're there to do as an individual, then as a team collectively, coming as a team and playing as a team, and also too as well with the coach, what Ian Watson gets out of these players. He gets the best out of the ability, as I've mentioned, as individuals, but as a team collectively, they want to play as a team. As we keep saying, there's no eyeing team. There is certainly no eyeing team in the Salford side, and you add that with a bit of extra quality in Jackson Hastings, you have got a very, very well balanced side.
You have indeed. Just a word for Niall Evans at 12-0. He made an unbelievable tackle on Jordan Rankin right over in the far corner, and was that the moment that Castleford's hopes went? What a tackle, by the way.
Oh, sensational. You know what, it was Rugby League at his best, wasn't it? 70 metres out, a full-back making a break, and he pinned his ears back. He thought he was going for the 4 points of the corner from there, but Niall Evans, well, what a quality player he's come, hasn't he? Not just by bringing the ball away as well from when they put the kicks down from there and making good yards, but his field position and his positioning is sensational. Big game changer, massive game changer, because I'm sure that would have got Castleford back into the game. It didn't. But as I say, Salford throughout the full 80 minutes fully deserved that. And I tell you what, Mark, we sat here now thinking, Salford, 80 minutes away from Old Trafford. The question is, does Salford fancy it? I'll give the answer to that now. Salford fancy it, don't worry about that.
All right, we'll have a chat about who they might play given the result tomorrow night. Let's talk about Castleford. Look, widely expected that Luke Garry is going to be announced as a Leeds player imminently. Yeah. That is, we believe, going to happen in the next possibly 24 hours, maybe over the weekend. They need a halfback desperately, because their creativity tonight, and we've praised Jake Truman when he's been good, but there were times tonight he went missing. Clueless,
absolutely clueless, and didn't get any help from Metalti from there. And hey, listen, I keep happening myself with being a halfback, that I'm the chairman of the Halfback Society from there, and I will stick up for all halfbacks. But again tonight, you can Truman Metalti, I can't defend them. Just literally clueless. The forwards got themselves in plenty of good field position from there, but no variation. Again, Truman playing far too close to the ruck area, and as I pointed out tonight, Truman at times would just literally holding hands with Paul McShane. What is he doing around there? He should be 20-25 metres away from the ruck area, organising, giving good service to second rowers and the outside backs from there, but absolutely nothing. The important thing for Castleford now is to making sure that, they do need another quality half-back to help Truman out from there. The recruitment, they need quality. They've got George Griffin coming from Salford. He'll have plenty of quality, certainly in the back row for me, but certainly they need at least 4 or 5 quality players if they want to keep themselves getting back into that top 5.
Where do you feel Castleford are? And obviously the season is over tonight. They're out of the competition. But where do you feel they are in respect to 2017? They were grand finalists. They were by far and away the best team in the competition. They look a long way off that at the minute.
Yeah, they do. And I say it was massive disappointment, as we all know, in 17, and the circumstances from there. Last year they got themselves in the 5, but you never felt as though that they were going to repeat and get themselves back to Old Trafford. And this year, well, again, it's been a season like most teams, inconsistency. But for the last 7 games, Dalla wanted 7 from 7, didn't get that. He got 4 from 7, but they got themselves in the 5. Good performance against Warrington last week. A very poor Warrington side, you would have to say, from there. But no, Castleford got themselves where they want to get to. But are they going to be challenging anywhere near getting to Old Trafford at this moment in time? They're a mile off.
Yeah, they are indeed. We've just seen Jackson Hastings still doing his press commitments as he goes down the tunnel. I mean, just a word for him. He's surely got to be man of steel, hasn't he?
Well, it's got to be, and I know myself being on the panel from there, and give him a few points myself. But also as well, the big situation with Jackson Hastings, and let's say. People say, well, what are you staying at Salford for? Well, nobody wanted him in the RL. Salford gave him that opportunity, and we don't see loyalty a lot in sport nowadays, do we? And he said, hey, listen, Salford have given me the opportunity to prove myself again as a rugby league player. So he said, I'm giving him another 12 months. But Jackson knew that he was going to move on because all the big clubs were coming from there. Leeds were in for him, and but Wigan have got that signature. And what the great thing about Jackson Hastings is his attitude towards this club. And when he signed for Wigan, he just quite simply said, I'm not interested in Wigan. I'm not a Wigan player until 2020. Well, that just shows you the professionalism of the guy, doesn't it? It just shows you the desire, what he wants to achieve for this Salford side, because these players, all of these players and the coaching staff as well, they're 80 minutes away from creating history for themselves. This Salford club have been anywhere near the top of the league since the great days of Di Watkins and Keith Fielding and Colin Dixon, and just to mention a few from there. So these fellas are 80 minutes away from creating history. But Jackson Hastings, he's just been the total professional. What you expect from professional sportmen. We don't get it from too many, to be honest with you, from there. But I tell you what, he'll be looking forward, wherever he goes next week, whether it's Wigan or St Helens, he will be looking forward to that challenge.
Okay, who is going to win tomorrow? St Helens against Wigan, live, Totally Wicked Stadium tomorrow night.
Well, Wigan themselves last week, they knew there was in the game, and maybe a few bumps and bruises from there, and it's a big test. It's a big test for them. But hey, listen, they're the oldest. They would like the week off because they won't be going to St Helens tomorrow, just to make up the numbers and think, yeah, okay, we get a second chance, and we've got Salford the week after to maybe get ourselves back to Old Trafford from there. So Wigan won't go there lying down. But I just feel as though Saints, they're at home, they've had that week off. They want to make sure that they don't put extra pressure on themselves the week after we Salford, because let's not forget Salford went there early in the season and nearly a massive turnover when they were 16-0 down after 12 minutes. So I feel as though St Helens tomorrow, they will look to blow Wigan off the park maybe in the first 40-60 minutes to get themselves to Old Trafford and another week off. But one thing for sure, we've got the holders against the team who think as though they should be at Old Trafford. Big massive derby. Tell you what, mate, I can't wait for it.
And for Ian Watson, he'll be just sitting backing up and they'll break 10 bells out of each other.
Ian Watson now is on the King Edwards. He's on the King Edwards thinking, I'm watching now, lovely jubbly, belt yourself, because one thing for sure, we're coming, whoever we get next week, we're coming there with plenty of confidence, we're coming there with a smile on his face, there's no pressure on us. If you don't turn up, we're turning up with the right attitude.
Can they win it, Salford?
Oh boy. Can they? Simple answer, yes.
Right, okay. Let's have a look at the other action. Obviously, the NRL tomorrow. A lot of English interest. Canberra against Souths.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about that one?
Looking forward to that one, to be honest with you, from there. And well, we all know what Souths have been, don't we? A coach in Wayne Bennett, he knows what semi-final football's all about, and they've been there and seen it before. The Burgess boys, certainly from Sam, they want to get themselves back into the grand final where they haven't been, since 2013-14, was it, when they was there last? And yeah, and as we all know, certainly Canberra Raiders, Ricky Stewart, plenty of time for Ricky Stewart, coaches his players, gets the best out of his players, and as we all know, the England contingent down there, and the freak of a player himself, John Bateman, making all the noises from there. So again, this should be a sensational semi-final. I'm going for Canberra. I just feel as though the way that they are playing, the variation of Josh Hodgson, there are too many questions around there, But again, that should be another fantastic game of rugby league.
And finally on Sunday, we need to have a look at what's going on in the Championship, because Toronto waiting at home the week after. Can Fev keep their dream going? Big wins over Lee and York, both on the travels. They got to Toulouse Sunday.
Well, they like Salford. There's no pressure on them, is there? You know, and they will love the challenge. They will go there again with the right commitment and desire. They'll go there with a smile on their face, and they'll fancy it. Without a doubt, they will fancy it. But I just feel as though Toulouse let themselves a little bit badly down last week against Toronto. They will look to rebound from that. Maybe just a little bit quality. So I may just go, not upsetting any Featherstone fans from there to point of view, and my good mate Mark Cameron. But I just feel as though Toulouse might just have a little bit too much quality. Hey, but listen, don't rule out Featherstone going there. They're like Salford. They're going there with no pressure on. They'll be going there to express themselves and enjoy themselves.
I just think they're on a bit of a roll.
They are.
Two big wins on the road already.
Yeah, they're not going. They won't be going there with lacking confidence, and they won't be going there thinking they can't win, because they're on the roll.
They are indeed. So come on then, give us your grand final winner. It's raining. We're not in a rush to get in the car park. It's freezing here.
Well, don't rule Salford out getting to the grand final, but you just feel as though St Helens are desperate. I'll stick my neck out. I'm going to go Salford St Helens grand final.
Wow, we will see. We will see what happens. We are back on Monday. I'll have my Salford shirt on Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got to do, haven't I? Did you tip Salford tonight? Only you went for Cast. Rubbish, absolutely rubbish. Make sure you join us. The legend will be there, Phil Kaplan and Richard Shorite. We're live on 4020. Good luck to St Helens and Wigan. Good luck to Fev Toulouse. And good luck to all the English boys playing tomorrow. We hope they all play really, really well. From us at the AJ Bell, well done to Salford. Brilliant. Castleford season's over, but Salford, you get the feeling there's an awful lot more left. We'll see you on Monday at 6.